like to reiterate the request that should the elevator not be in service, people who are handicapped and otherwise not able to make it to this floor ought not to be excluded, and the meeting should either be rescheduled or removed. But I came to speak to the item placed on the agenda by Councilman Kraft and Jennings to appoint Councilman Glickert as Mayor Pro Tem. After the April elections, there seemed to be a palpable and welcome change in the tone of council interactions. There was a hope that maybe the clear mandate of the voters, reflected in the large majorities by which councilpersons Carr and Crow had been re-elected and Prop H had been passed, that this mandate would bring an end to the ongoing saga of polarization and recrimination. The most distressing example of that era was the malicious censure of Councilman Crow. The minutes of the December 14 meeting record that Mayor Welch's comment that Councilman Crow's email constituted egregious behavior by a member of the council, that her actions derived from her duty in having taken an oath to follow the law and serve the interest of the city, and her satisfaction that members of the council had the courage to make a difficult decision to protect the interest of the city. That was Mayor Welch's perspective. In that same meeting, Councilman Glickert expressed his shock, his belief that Councilman Crow's email had resulted in an injustice to the city, and his conviction that it was his job to do what needs to be done. In that same meeting, Councilman Jennings was righteous in proclaiming how seriously he takes his oath, and how shocked and disturbed he was by Councilman Crow's statement, "Does this help?" Now we're here with a proposal to honor Councilman Glickert, who's been charged with criminal misdemeanor assault of a citizen of his Ward 2. I could, and part of me really wants to rail at the absence of outrage at Mr. Glickert's behavior, regardless of the outcome of the court proceedings. And in the context of that behavior, the absence of a sense of duty to the oath you all took to follow the law and to serve the interest of the city. But I, as all of us, ought to resist that impulse to rail. What all of us, as citizens and representatives of this community, that we've all along felt is somehow better than other communities. What we need really is for all of us to act and speak in ways that are thoughtful, measured, respectful, and always mindful of the impact of our words and actions on the citizens of this community. So in the spirit of a change in tone of interactions, I'll forego the impulse to rail and instead respectfully urge that Councilman Kraft not make this his parting gesture, that Councilman Jennings, please do strive to take your oath to serve this community seriously and give a lot of thought to what that really means. And that you, Councilman Glickert, do what needs to be done in the face of an injustice to a citizen of this community. So please, withdraw this agenda item that would honor a council member whose honor is very much in question. Find another way to address the issue of Mayor Pro Tem. Put your energy into restoring the dignity and integrity of this council and the reputation of the city. Please stop playing games. Learn how to work together. That's why you were elected. That's what we as citizens have a right to expect. And please, don't dismiss as a disaffected minority those of us who attend city council meetings and dare to speak. Anyone who takes the democratically elected privilege of governing seriously ought to be grateful that citizens care enough to participate